Okay, great. So we are going to start another class today. We're still having technical issues for those of you hopefully watching. And so what we're going to do, I'm doing the same thing as last class, is I'm on the computer as the teacher and on my phone as a student. And hopefully the students, you will be able to hear through my computer's microphone. So we're kind of fixing things and doing this as best as we can. Today's a conversation class, which is important to have other people here because we do need their input. And so I'll probably ask one person at a time, and then you can unmute yourself and you can talk. So basically today we're just going to talk about if there's a will, there's a way. And what does that mean? So if you have this idea of saying, I really want to do something, how can you do that? So if there's a will, there's a way. You will always find a way to do whatever you want. For me, it was to live and work in Spain and fall in love, and so I did that. And so that was my will. My will was to live and work in Spain, and I'm doing that. And so it's the determination that you have and what's important to you, and then you do it. And so basically that's kind of the idea of what I was thinking about today. And because people are on my phone, I'm really hoping that everyone can hear. So Lucy, it looks like you're the first one, at least on my list, and then there's Garrett's, and then Ida, and so on. So Lucy, why don't you start, since you're the first one on the list next to me in the pictures? And I mean, if you want to. If you don't, that's fine. And just talk about what helps you every day to complete your dreams, or what you did if it was something that was in the past, or talk about determination or motivation in general. Now you're mute, I think. Lucy, I'm not able to hear you if you are talking, so. Garrett, would you like to try next? Lucy, are you
Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Lucy. Perfect.
No, sorry, excuse me, but your sound is too low, and I have some difficulty to understand everything. Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, you're just far away. So we're talking about motivation and determination, and if there's a will, there's a way. So can you talk to us about something that motivates you every day, or something that you've completed, a goal that you've done, or anything like that?
I am a positive person, and I always try to get the right side of everything. also if something is not too right, but I try to find, and I always found the right side. I mean, because you have to. The life it's too practice for waste time, to regret something, and if I want something, I try until I can do. For example, for my English, I try to overcome my fear about speaking, about make mistakes, and step by step, I think I can do. I can learn finally. And yeah, I have to. I have to, because I'm pretty stubborn. And I have to. But mostly I am a positive person, and this is the real things that can bring me forward.
Okay, that's great.
That's it.
Okay, good. Later I'll ask for some advice on what you think and how people can be, if maybe, because there are different types of people, and some people are very negative, some people are very positive. I'd like to think I'm one of the positive people, and so for me it's not difficult to kind of overcome and complete your goals and you know, make your dreams come true. So it's those other people that might need some help. So maybe later we can get some advice. Thanks, Lucia. Garrett, are you available to talk to us? Would you like to talk to us about some motivation? You're becoming a teacher, if I'm correct. Are there any struggles or anything like that, or anything that you've had to overcome in your life that's helped you, I don't know, become determined to do other things?
Hi, Becky. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Yes, what I believe that the will of any person decides his future, you know, the willpower, determination. And even I would say that sometimes hard luck provokes us to leave our ambition. But, you know, when the person is determined, so this is difficult to defeat him. And then you can find your way on procedures and your will. So yes, that's true. Seriously, if there's a will, there's a way.
Okay, good. Do you have any examples of any life experiences you'd like to share? If not, that's fine.
Yes, recently what I've been taking some interviews, but the thing is not only from my hard luck, there are some conditions from me, because I can't go far away from my home because of my mother, and I've got a small family, and so that I can't leave my mother alone at home. So this is why I just trying to find my job near to my home. So there are some jobs, but they are much far from my destination, and just waiting for the right, chance. And I'm just encouraging myself. Sometimes I feel disappointment, but you know, the willpower should be strong. So this is why I'm waiting for the right time.
Okay, good.
But I will try. I will try my best. I'll be trying.
Perfect. Well, thanks, Garrett. Anything else to say before we move on to, is it Mady? Mady? Okay, thanks.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Hi. Great. So I haven't. Thanks, Garrett. So I haven't met you before, but welcome. And would you like to comment on the topic today of if there's a will, there's a way?
Dear Rebecca, your voice is very low, too low, and I want to say something about this topic. I think that this is a good topic because I think that everything is related to ourselves. And everything we want, we can by our efforts and hard, and I have an experience in this context because I'm in Iranian society student, and I try hard to this community, and I believe to effort and overcoming on hardships.
Okay, great. So I'm trying to make it so you can hear me a little bit better, maybe. Do you have any recent experiences in your life that are maybe difficult and you normally maybe would give up and you say, no, I need to keep going? Are there any difficult situations that...
Can you repeat your question again?
Yeah. Are there... Sorry, I can see my phone. Are there any difficult...
Sorry.
Are you going through a difficult situation in your life maybe right now, and you need to think, no, I can get through this. If there's a will, there's a way, there's determination. A daily situation?
I can't hear you as well.
Okay. Let me see if I can do a chat. Maybe it doesn't look like it. All right, well, that's fine. Thanks, Mady. It was nice.
Yeah, I hear you clearly. And do you see the chat box? Google chat box? No?
You know what, Ken? It's on my phone, and I don't know how to do that. I was just trying.
To the old version of Google Hangout, I could get the chat box.
Okay.
I'm not sure that, but okay.
Well, actually, Ken, do you want to comment? You're next.
Oh yeah, what's your question? Sorry.
About the saying today. So if there's a will, there's a way. Is there anything that you've had to maybe overcome, or you're going through a difficult time in your life and you say, no, I really need to continue, I can get through this?
Yeah, before I went to America, I felt I couldn't reach the TOEFL, the requirement score of TOEFL. So I tried again and again, but I realized I think paper-based TOEFL is not suitable for me. It has a lot of corrections and less time, so my brain cannot move such quickly. So I changed my strategy to taking CBT, computer TOEFL, and I barely reached the score, so I could go to the America as a next student. So realize maybe keep on doing something. It's important at the same time. Thinking about the strategy also important. How to do it.
Okay, and so the next part of this is what I'd like to talk. There's positive people and negative people, and so what can we do to make the maybe not so positive thinkers think positively? Does anyone?
Asking.
Well, I'm asking everybody as well. So if you would like to chat, that's fine. Or if you'd like to wait, that's fine too. Any ideas?
I know the physical thing and mental thing is related. If I feel depressive or feel negative thing all the time, maybe I soak up the sun, or I would do some exercise. And then maybe I can be positive. And also, negative thing is also necessary in our life, and it's inevitable sometimes. So, neither negative thing is the part of life. That's the attitude of the kind of stuff. Attitude is negative, the life, or feeling of the life.
You okay, Ken? Okay. All right. So thanks for your comment. Hopefully everything's okay. Anyone else like to comment? Garrett, you're still unmuted. Would you like to comment about, you know, if there's people going through a hard time and they think, oh, I just can't get out of this, what can they do?
Sorry, I didn't realize that I was muted or unmuted.
That's okay.
What was your question?
If we can give advice to people that are maybe thinking negatively or something, how can they think positively and not create situations?
See, the most common thing is to think negatively is very easy to everyone. So this is the reason, the first reason to avoid this negativity or to be pessimistic. Because you can't decide or see your future in magic ball. You just have to depend on yourself, your ambition, or your strong willpower. So everyone has to have something by his hard working, or maybe you are very lucky to have something easily, but you don't know already about that. So I would advise for everyone, because we don't know what we have to do, or we can't take any shortcut to achieve the certain things which works the whole in our whole life, because shortcuts never work for longer. So the basic concept is to have the optimistic thinking and make some good planning strategy. And the first thing which I apply on myself, what I do, I always take a backup plan. That if I don't get success in certain thing, so I must decide my backup what I have to do next, which makes me strong and doesn't let me down. And if I have any backup, so I can rejuvenate myself again. So this is the basic. Those are the basic steps to everyone.
Okay, well that's really great advice too. I like the idea of you having kind of a plan B, just to be sure and that you're over prepared in the right situations. And maybe if this doesn't work out, well, this way will. And so that's great. I hadn't thought of that. Yes.
And I always say if plan A doesn't work, I always say if the plan A doesn't work, there are 25 alphabets like B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
There's always plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, etc. Mm-hmm. And you know, that actually brings me to a good point. And Saber, I know that you've joined us, so thank you, but just 1 minute. I think you're right, and it's not just keeping a positive attitude, but it's understanding that life isn't perfect either. And when life isn't perfect, as it's not perfect for any person, you know, you have your difficulties, you have your ups and your downs, and maybe it's just one of those, you know, periods of your life that's difficult. But at the same time, every experience that we have, we learn through. And if it's a negative, you know, situation, you can always learn from it. And I think that's what everyone really should, I mean, at least for me, take from those negative situations or experiences and say, you know what, it was a bad experience, but I've learned from it. Now I know in the future. and that's how we gain knowledge, and that's how we continue with life. So very good. All right, so that was a good point. Did you want to say something else, Garrett?
Yes, so the same thing. Everyone has to be prepared for everything. There are ups and downs in our lives, and if we think already something that, I'm not saying this would happen, we prepare ourselves already in advance, so it hurts lesser.
Exactly. Very good. Well, it was great. So, Saber, I know you're muted right now, but we're talking about if there's a will, there's a way, and determination and motivation today. So do you have anything to say about this topic?
Hello.
Hi. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I had
anything about motivation or determination?
Okay. I think is the realness, no? Your fantasy. If you have an aim or goal, when you have decided about something, you can reach it. The first step and the most important step, having a will. Most important, but this is not all thing you must do. There are many steps, and you should try, and you should try to reach that aim or goal you want. But the first one and the most important thing is that you will or want something, I don't know.
That you have this idea of what you want.
What?
Would you like to continue? That's okay.
I don't have your voice. I do not have your voice.
Yeah, it's not, apparently it's not great today. It's not working very well. But thank you for your comment. Would anyone else like to say anything about the topic today, or how we can, continue? It's first, like you just said, you need to have an idea of what you want. Maybe it's not a very clear idea, but at least it's something that you can say, well, this is what I'm working towards. And then the next thing is, if it doesn't work out, you have plan B and plan C, etc. Okay, Lucia, would you like to give us any advice about, pursuing our dreams maybe and really having the life that we want? Mom, Lucia.
I would like to become a singer. I want to sing.
Okay, so that's actually a perfect example. So you want to become a singer. You're not a singer now. What would you do?
Yeah, but too late for me.
It's not, no.
Maybe I can.
You said you were a positive thinker.
I'm singing all day long.
Well,
in my house, so it doesn't matter.
So let's say you want to quit your job and you say, hey, I'm going to be a singer. What's the first thing that you do?
Oh, let me see. Maybe I moved from my city because my city is too small. Maybe I moved to Milan or Rome. Yes, this is the first step because and me see. Maybe I could have some addition. This is the right words.
Audition.
Audition. Yeah, things like that.
Okay, so I guess your first step would be changing cities, changing where you live.
Yeah. This is because my city it's too small. We have no. Maybe yes, there are something, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yes, the first step move. I will move to Milan, maybe.
Okay, and so all of like the house that you live in and all of your life there, you would say, no, let's move so I can, fulfill my dream. So would that be difficult for you?
So I don't think so because my children now grown up and maybe I miss my husband mostly.
He wouldn't go with you.
No, he doesn't like Milan. He loves the sea. I live next to the sea, and yeah. It can't do without.
Okay, interesting. Well, now I'm going to ask everyone else in the class and say, so if we were in Lucia's situation and wanted to become a singer and we are willing to move to a different city, is there something that you would maybe do first? Besides all the planning for moving and everything, but is there anything you would do? Would you contact anyone or anything like that?
May I?
Yes, you may.
Yeah. Nowadays, actually, music will change a lot dramatically. Many people searching for songs on YouTube and buying songs on iTunes or something. Needs to contact. Make a contract with a big major label, and so in that sense, Bob becomes flag. Sometimes kind of YouTube celeb, became popular, like comedian or some singers, or some major singer like Justin Bieber. I heard he came from YouTube actually. Originally, he posted some video on YouTube, and then he made a contract with major label, and some singers actually made a big hit, maybe the age of 60 or something. So nowadays, while music industry is changing, so yeah, you can promote yourself by yourself. I think at the beginning.
Okay, great. So basically, Lucia needs to start her own YouTube channel, and she can sing every day, and then move. Does that sound right, Lucia?
I can.
Okay, so great. So there are things that you can do now, right here. I mean, right now you can get out of this classroom and, start doing what you really want. Okay, so let's say you're in Milan and so you're living there, you have your house, you have your YouTube channel. So what's next? What do you do when you're there? Well, I shouldn't say. I'd like some suggestions from the class. So who has any ideas of what Lucia can do next? YouTube channel, and she's in Milan. No one? I know it's difficult to hear me as well. So Lucia, do you mind asking the question to everybody? Or Garrett, would you like to say something?
Maybe I could participate at the TV programs like The Voice.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, maybe could be a good idea.
Okay, good. So we have The Voice. Garrett, did you want to say something? You're unmuted.
I thought that Lucia was shy, but if she doesn't feel shy, so she can easily participate through karaoke. The best thing is to start your singing, yeah. And then you can promote yourself through YouTube or other social websites. And then when you will have comments, so you will have more confidence, and then you will become a famous singer in future. Yes, I think so.
Very good. So what if she was shy?
Yeah.
What if Lucia was shy? What could she do to overcome the shyness?
Cover myself.
Put a blanket over your head and say, I'm not here, and just sing.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that's one idea. Maybe.
Behind the curtain.
Okay, well, maybe behind the curtain.
I think she can hide her name first, or can decide another name for singing, and she can just introduce her voice only without her face in starting. Then if she feels that she can introduce herself physically, then she can go ahead.
Okay, and what about singing for like commercials or ads on TV? I mean, that you don't need to be seen either. So that might be a different option for you as well. So maybe you're not so nervous. To stop being so nervous and relax in front of people, talk to somebody like a therapist or something. So here we're developing ideas so that Lucia can become a famous singer. And there's lots of parts to it. Some things are easier than others, like for example, for applying to jobs. But then you have the other side of you just moved to a different part of your country. Your husband didn't go with you. You have to kind of figure things out by yourself. So even though you're completing this dream, there's a lot of things that are kind of negative here, aren't there? So,
sorry, Becky, I can hear you clearly. Your voice chopped a bit,
so there's lots of negative things that you've had to go through in order to start your journey. So what do you do now? I mean, what's after this now? So you've applied to some jobs, doing some advertising, but singing. What do you do?
I don't know. I've never thought, Becky.
Hey, well, I'm giving you plenty of ideas, but everybody, it's for those who really want to complete their dreams. Oh, we didn't learn to walk or talk in one day. And with that being said, it takes time. Everything takes time. It takes time to learn a language, to become famous, to, complete all your dreams and goals. I had wanted to live in Spain for 8 years before I actually lived here. It took a long time. Good. Any other comments? We're coming to this. It depends how much everyone wants to say. But any final thoughts on the topic?
Yes, how can I say? I really, like, study English online, so I was always asking for that, and I have some friends online, like kind of English learner friends, and kind of activity really make me realize oh, Barbara is here or such kind of thing. So maybe keep going, and then you can find something you want.
Okay, great. Any other final advice? Yes, Garrett?
Okay, we can talk about, we can talk about climate change or drought or water shortage. It's better.
Well, I'd still like to stay on the topic of if there's a will, there's a way. And so if we talk about, for example, climate change, we can talk about different ways that we can at least help the situation and things like that. But first, let's finish up this topic of determination and motivation for everyone. Do you think everyone would be happier if they, could fulfill their dreams? Garrettson, I know you wanted to say something, so why don't you go ahead? Sorry.
I was just about to say last some few words that never give up no matter what gender you have or what status you got. Just go ahead and go get it, I would say. Because if you're afraid from something, so remember always and repeat yourself, I'm afraid, but not alone. Like, see, there is some difference between scared person or offensive person and loser. But I'm not a loser. I'm afraid, but I'm not a loser. So these things, those kind of sentences or things, advices provokes you to go faster and achieve your goal, and never give up, never lose your hope. Just get it, and you don't think that what your age is, what your gender is, and you don't have much financial backup. But if you have some right planning, so you can achieve your goal sooner or later, I would say that.
Okay, good, and that's another good point too. Sooner or later, you'll fulfill your dreams. You'll do what you want, and that's the most important thing. Maybe it's not in a week or in 2 weeks or in a year that it happens. I know for me, after I moved back to the States after studying in Spain, I decided I need to go back and I want to be back in a year. But life happened and it took me 3 years to get back. But in the end, I'm here. And to me, that was the most important thing. So great, thanks, Garrett. That's some really great advice. And don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. When people are negative, you have to turn the negativity into something positive and say, you know what, I can do it, and I will. And that's the most important thing. Determination is the most important thing. Okay, wonderful. Great. All right. Well, anyone else? Any final comments?
I have an idea. We have to care about our behavior because our behavior can influence our situation and can impact the other life, life of our friends, and it's better to care about our behavior that decide to positive or negative attitude.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for that comment. I definitely agree. I just opened, well, there was a couple viewers at one point, some questions to the live viewers, and everyone's disappeared now that I've done that. So Great. Well, thank you very much, Mady. That was very great. Anyone else? Final comments? Saber, Lucia, Ken, you kind of said something. Yeah, Lucia?
I agree with Gareth and the other because it is easier to quit than insisting. I mean, make an effort for something. Of course, give to you more. Help me. So if you quit you are lazy. You have to make an effort for everything you want to do.
Don't be a quitter, and exactly. And again, keep positive. Is not everything will go as planned. Not everything will be perfect, but just keep your head up and keep going.
Have to more satisfaction about something you can hardly want and finally achieve.
Exactly, small steps. Set small goals, and then you'll work up to a bigger goal in the end. Awesome, perfect.
Yeah.
Great, thanks, Lucia. Looks like Saber, you wanted to say something?
Yes, having a desire, making a decision is the first step for a thing. Then you must have motivation. Push yourself and your friends to do a job. What is the motivation? It depends on the situation and something around yourself and your friends. It depends on your manners and your behaviors, as my friend said, Mady. It depends on your situation. Then you must insist on your work and your job and do it, and by your friend. This is.
Okay, well, fantastic. Well, it looks like we finished up. Any last comments here before we actually say goodbye for today? Okay. Well, continue to check out the Intenga website where these links are posted. Hopefully one day next week, everything will be up and running and you'll actually be in the classroom. So I'd like to say thank you very much to everyone who came today and participated. I thought it was a really great conversation. Hopefully people who watched will be motivated to maybe learn another language or complete a different dream or something like that. Gareth, would you like to say a final word?
I just wanted to say to you, and thanks everybody, and just take care. It was a lovely time, lovely task.
Okay, great. Saber?
Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
All right, great. Well, thanks everybody again for joining, and yeah, I had a nice time too. Hopefully someone will get motivation out of this and do something better to better their lives. So thank you very much, and I will see all of you later, and I'm going to say goodbye to everyone who's watching right now too. So thanks, and we'll see you soon. Okay. All right. Goodbye, everybody on my phone.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay. So that, like I said, we are having technical difficulties. Hopefully sometime soon, sorry, that was a fly. Sometime soon we will get everything fixed and everyone will be in the same room. So thank you for joining today. I did see 1, 2, and 3 people visiting or viewing today. And hopefully you got something out of this. And I just want to wish you a great day and a great week. And hopefully we'll see you soon, okay? All right, goodbye.